Hey guys, Alec Peirce at the ranch with another problem. Yes, I have so many problems, Kevin. You can tell all the problems I have from all the videos I make. Anyway, this is not really a problem. It's just an irritating thing. This is our lawnmower for the lawn. We have big mowers, of course, for the fields, the hay, and so on. But this is our lawnmower. That make any sense? Yeah. And this one happens to be a Toro SS 5000, 50-inch triple blade on it. You've seen this before. Maybe Kevin can put a link on there. Way back, I did a video on rebuilding completely restoring, rebuilding the deck, the mower deck, blades, spindles, everything. Might be useful to you if you have a mower like this. Now, it doesn't just apply to a Toro 5000. All the major companies have one. John Deere and anyway, all of them do. I like this one. It's been really good to us. The steel is really, really heavy, really strong steel, and we beat it pretty good around here. The lawns are not exactly golf courses. They bounce a bit. But one thing that's always bothered me from day one, looking in the instruction manual, they want you to be sure that the blades are all the same height from the ground. Yeah, oh, that's smart. That way, if you set this for 3 inches, up about, say there, you set it for 3 inches, in theory anyway, the grass is now 3 inches long, because this is set up 3 inches from the ground. The wheels are on the ground, blades 3 inches up. And they want you to set that. And they have detailed instructions in the manual how to do that. And essentially what you have to do, you get the blade right here, and you measure down 3 inches from the blade. Yep, 3 inches there. And then you rotate the blade 180 degrees to the other edge of the blade, the other side of the blade. Oh, I can do that actually. Here it comes out like this. And then you measure that one, and that one's 3 inches. Yep, that's really good. That's this side. And then you go to the other side, and you do the same thing. That's the problem. That's the problem. Let me explain the problem. This side is easy. You see what we're doing. No problem. Hang on a minute. I got to move this so you can see it. So here's the problem. I've turned the mower around. In case you haven't noticed, guys, it's the other side now. I just started it. Yeah, anyway. So I've turned it around. Now this is the other side. Now the problem is very simple. This side doesn't have an opening. That side is the discharge. I lift up the discharge chute. There's a big hole. There's the blade. I can measure. I can turn. I can measure. Baba-doo, no problem. This side over here has always bugged me, and I have tried. You know, you get a regular tape measure, and you lock it, and you slip it under there, and you stand it up, and you try to, and I've used mirrors, I've used lights, I got a little straight measure here, stuck it in there. One time I took a piece of wood, made sure it was exactly 3 inches, and slipped it under there. Yep, that's 3, and I tried to rotate the blade. Nothing works really well. Can't see, can't properly feel, just wasn't working. So how do I get the mower blade perfectly level on both sides? Well, first of all, a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch is not going to be a real big problem. There might be a tiny, tiny bit of variation with my method. And it's very simple what I did. I made absolutely certain, first of all, the last time I had the deck out, that the blades are level, all level. I did that when it was upside down. Everything was installed. I measured from the blade to the deck, because this deck is level all the way around. So from the blade to the deck was the same all the way around. So I know that when this is spinning, all those blades are on exactly the same plane, and they're parallel or level with this mower deck. Well, if that's the case, I don't need to measure the darn blade, do I? All I have to do is measure to the top of the deck. In fact, I only have to measure to the bottom of the deck, because the distance from the top of the deck to the bottom of the deck is the same on both sides. So I only have to measure this, and that says it's 2 1/4 inches, which means it's exactly 3 inches from the ground up to the blade underneath. Huh! I'm thinking all these years I've been banging my brains, cutting my fingers. There you go. So all you have to do is simply set the mower blades so they're all level when it's upside down next time you take them off to sharpen them. And then, instead of trying to measure up and measure the blade, don't do that. Measure the bottom of the deck, 2 1/2 inches, 2 1/4 inches. You know how far up it is to the blade. There it is right there. 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch, so now you know that the blade is exactly 3 inches from the ground. Check the other side, turn the blades if you want to, check it again. You really don't need to. If there's any adjustment to be made, you know how that happens. You can adjust the wheels on this, and there's an adjustment at the front which lifts the deck up and down a little wee bit, a screw type adjustment. Easiest thing in the world. Oh boy. And I don't know, I feel kind of stupid because I didn't think about that before. You see, I was following the instructions. The instructions are good, don't get me wrong. It's just I didn't choose the easiest method. Anyway, maybe there's something in there for you. Make your life a little bit easier. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.